Craig Duncan is now officially the new head of Xbox Game Studios. So, Craig Duncan is from Rare, and he's the one who was part of Sea of Thieves and making Sea of Thieves the kind of hit that it is. So Rare put out a tweet that says today we're celebrating Gamer Boss, which is Craig Duncan, tenure at Rare. After 13 years and 10 months, our head honcho recently started a new role as head of Xbox Game Studios. We'll still see plenty of him, but he'll miss out on daily cake. Thanks for everything, Craig. From all of us, you rock. So it's funny. It seems like they actually like the guy, but that's him in the middle right there. And yeah, he's running the show, which leads me to wonder. Well, actually, no. So, okay, I forget what I was gonna say because I forgot that when Matt Booty got his new position, they just didn't have somebody to replace him, right? So this whole time they've been kind of seeing who was going to take his place.
Yeah, well, Craig showed up.
Craig did show up, and now he took his place.
Well, it's really cool to see the promotions taking place over here. And again, out on the same day. It's just they just seem to not miss a thing. It's not just when it comes to video
I didn't
games,
even think
huh?
about it that
It's
way,
not
yo.
just when it comes to
Oh, you're losing somebody. That's funny. We're just raising our people up. That's crazy.
That's wild. But yeah, in-house, going ahead and kind of just promoting people, that's perfect.
I mean, clearly he's, somebody with a vision that can, kind of take things forward in the future, right?
Guide the
So
ship.
guide the ship, right? And it's Sea of Thieves, so it's perfect analogy. I think guide the ship works. At the end of the day, this is all positive, right? This is all positive stuff. I think Joe Neat is going to be taking Craig's old position. Joe Neat is the dude that used to do all the videos, like the little videos for CFDs when it was coming out. So I think Rare's in good hands. I mean, these guys know what they're doing. It really makes me it brings up the idea of Everwild. Are we seeing Everwild soon? Are we gonna see the new version of Everwild?
I'm sure we will. Who knows? Maybe sooner than we think. But yeah, I don't think that they wouldn't leave it in good hands, right? I think this is a seamless transition where he's going to go ahead and be the freaking the head of Xbox Game Studios, and then they're gonna come in and bring someone else to go ahead and take his spot. They wouldn't I don't think this is a messy situation. That is not how they operate over at Xbox.
Yeah, I think ultimately Everwild has a chance to come out and be what I originally thought it was going to be. I thought that was gonna be like their Zelda. You know what I'm saying? Like their Breath of the Wild, like a open
Yep,
world, just kind of being able to have an interactive world. You could see all the different, animals
creatures,
and the
animals,
creatures and
yes.
in their ecosystem that was kind of thriving there, and they use the animals to work and do stuff. I mean, obviously, I wasn't like a like for Zelda, but I just meant like more whimsical in the feel. But I think they were going too far, and I'm glad they can see it. Right, they course corrected, right? Because I think they were going too far in that like hippie, kumbaya.
Style.
I'm just gonna sit down and meditate and have my animals be uh you know working for me and that's it. I think that's cool for like maybe a smaller game, but like for a game that's like coming from Rare, which we consider to be a big studio or like a major studio, and Rare hasn't really made something since Sea of Thieves, which has been over 10 years at this point. Well, is it? Was it out in 2014? No, no, no. Was it 2017? So like 7 years. I think it's like 7 years now or 6 years. It's been a while since they made that. Plus, what they were working on. Yeah, maybe my thing was accurate as far as like how long it's been since they released something else that wasn't Sea of Thieves. I think it's over 10 years. Yeah, I mean, it's a big deal. Everwild needed to be something. I think that they just needed to have, a game with some action, something. I need to hit something, have a battle with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to do no breakdance fighting. Like I want to beat somebody up.
Yeah, it needed, yeah, that a little bit more. aggressive kind of like, okay, so what are we going to actually be doing here, right? Other than just like I see how it looks. So I hear you. I hear you. I think one of the times when we actually when we saw it, it was kind of like, okay, we see it, but what's happening here? What are we gonna be doing? Where do we come in? So it's whimsical and that's great as it looked and unique. That question was always there, right? What kind of game are we looking at?
Yeah. I mean, listen, there's a lot of good coming. Seeing these moves where they're putting these people in place and they're solidifying their foundation. Xbox is just making sure that their foundation is set and everything is moving forward the way that they want. And we have nothing but good coming our way, man. And it's really close. We're gonna be able to get that what is it, the 12th of December?
For
The Game Awards?
yeah, the 12.
Yep. I mean, obviously, we don't care about the Game Awards, but we do care about whatever Xbox is going to announce. I'm very, very excited. I hope we're going to get something, something juicy, something hardware related. It's the words on these streets. Seeing if that's going to be real. I would love to get a sneak peek at. I would love for them to do what they did in 2019 when they showed the Xbox Series X and then released it in 2020. Show me a dope ass piece of hardware that you're going to release at the end of next year or beginning of next year. Shit, the next day. I don't care. Show me something. I think that would work. Do you think
Yeah,
we're gonna get something?
well, I think that, like again, going back to Sarah and what she had brought up that we were gonna go ahead and see this year, it's hardware was a part of it and we haven't seen it yet. So I'm sure we are going to see something like that. We're gonna see something that it's hardware. I don't know exactly what it is. Maybe like we said, it might be the handheld and we'll see maybe it's just releasing later on, right? No date, just showing that it's kind of solidifying what Phil said. They are working on it. But listen, I believe Ryu had brought it up before. The Game Awards is gonna just be another a winter showcase for Xbox, and
That's right.
that's the way they're kind of looking at it. I believe they have for a couple years now, and I think that they're going to continue to do so. Where it's like here, all eyes on the award shows, no problem. There's no need for the acknowledgement or whatever it is that you guys are trying to do, whatever shady crap you got going on with PlayStation. This is a moment for us to show what we're bringing to the table, to stand out and steal the show. And I think that's exactly what they're going to do this year, just like they did last year.
I agree. I
It's
agree.
gonna become it's gonna get to a point where it's, like, beyond that, right? You see the games that are being presented, you're seeing the games that are coming out, and then you sit there and you watch a show in which Astrobot is nominated for Game of the Year, and you're like, "Okay, well, what am I missing here?
Yeah.
Something is not connecting right." So, they're just gonna keep on doing that until change is made.
Agreed. 100%.